Hello, hello. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome, lovely, beautiful souls. How are you guys doing? It's midsummer. I can't believe the time is flying. So it totally feels like such a warped timeline the last little while. Time is either going by so slowly and or feels like it's just flying past. It almost feels like there's multiple timelines happening as well. You guys might be kind of feeling that in a way. Like there's a little bit of a loophole in the last year or 2 years, or could be months or weeks for you, where you really did a lot of healing or introspection and you felt like spirit was helping guide you. And you were really working on yourself, old wounds, old triggers, and bringing a version of yourself forward for this new cycle that you've never encountered before. And it's really exciting. It can be a little bit frustrating at times too, because it's new energy. So you can't really be sure of your footing, so to speak, but you're a different version of yourself. You've learned a lot, and you have an idea of where you're headed in terms of what your heart wants and what your soul is craving, whether that's family, whether that's, an entrepreneur venture, if that's travel for you. But there's definitely something calling to your soul, and perhaps a greater adventure awaits in terms of you connecting with a soulmate or soul tribe energy that's really going to help you blast off from this new foundation that you've created. So you might be in this space right now where, hi, Charlotte, there's new buds and shoots and opportunities, and you're really in alignment with those energies, and you have the clarity of mind, the clarity of your heart, and the clarity of your spirit that is leading you forward. You might also be in this space that's very close to that, but you're just in the precursor energy to it. So there's still alignments happening behind the scenes. And hi, Kathy, how you doing? And you are essentially just holding space, creating space, being patient for that receptive feminine energy. And you do have something amazing coming through. So there's definitely energy too of very key soulmate relationships. And it feels like for some of you, there was an opportunity maybe a few months ago, could have been a year, that was missed for a reconnection to a soulmate. This could be from a past life. It could be from this lifetime. And it's coming around again. And if that does not resonate with you, then it's not for you. There's a little bit of complex energy happening here with the free will choice, where spirit is giving us an idea of relationships that could work, that could have a really good, healthy foundation and really blossom into what you want, into what you've been manifesting with your heart, with your soul, with the truth of who you are. Hi, Stacy. How you doing? Awesome. I will try to remember to pull a card for you. So yes, a lot happening in love, a lot happening in self-love, a lot happening in your priorities with health, diet, mental health, spiritual health. So meditation, everything should be coming together for you right now in one way or another. You might have hit lots of blocks or challenges, or, been looking at where your resistance lies, as opposed to where outside resistance lies. So if that's with diet, it could be discipline. I do readings at the end. So I do a general read, and then I do private card pulls for free at the end. You can donate to the channel if you feel that you want to. All that information is listed down below, but it is through PayPal, and that's to Kindred Heart. So that information and the link is listed below. If you guys are clients and you have been following me for a while, there's some new energies coming up. So my books are closed for private readings right now. And that is for new clients. If you are an existing client, please do reach out if you are feeling like you really need a tarot reading. At this time, I've been guided to focus my energies on healing. Not to say that psychic and tarot isn't healing, because that is a purpose of my work here. But there's just a different level of healing that I need to move to. And the tarot and the psychic social media pages and trying to build that community, that does take a lot of effort and a lot of work. So my guidance has kind of insisted that I start moving my energy elsewhere, and I'm going to listen to that, even though I have put a lot of work into my business as a psychic tarot reader. So if you are existing clients, don't feel that I'm neglecting you. You can totally reach out to me. But my books are closed for new clients, unfortunately. Now, what that does mean is I will still be doing these YouTube readings because I do like to connect to the community. I do like to bring through channeled messages, and I do have a lot of fun doing these readings. So what I might do is start doing scheduled readings for the public and for those following my channel here. So if you aren't already subscribed, hit the notification bell if you want to know when I'm coming on live, because most of my videos are live. And I will do live readings and then may ask just for a small donation of your choice. So with that being said, I know that there's a lot changing for you guys as well. And it might feel really stagnant right now still, but believe me, there's some big shifts happening within you. And if those manifestations aren't visible in the exterior world for you right now, they're coming in hot. And hang on, because I know it is a very challenging place when your belief systems, when your identity is shifting and changing. So be very patient with yourself, because you are creating a totally new life for yourself. Whether or not that exists for everybody else, that's something to be seen and determined. But you have created a new life for yourself, okay? And the way you behave and act and invest in this world creates the world that you would like to live in, okay? So you still are in a very powerful place within yourself, despite a lot of lessons, a lot of karma, a lot of setbacks, maybe a lot of successes, a lot of breakthroughs. So just, keep on recognizing and focusing on how far you have come, and maybe, less on how far you have to go, and take that one step at a time, one breath at a time, one day at a time, and keep going as strong as you possibly can. If you need rest, take rest. So once again, so I did publish my own book here. So this is the Kindred Spirit Love Oracle book. You can actually find this on quite a few sites right now. You can find it on Barnes and Noble. You can find it on Google. You can find it on Kobo. You can find it on Amazon. It is on Kindle as well. So you can find it in this paperback. It's a small book. It's my first venture. So it is 88 pages, just so you know what you're getting into. And it is designed to be an oracle. And I am working on something else too. So this is the first of many, hopefully. And I am hoping to, become a well-established author. So let's just start off by doing a quick pick from my book. And like I said, you guys, if you just type in the Kindred Spirit Love Oracle book on Google, you'll find there's tons of options for you wherever you are in the world. So here we go. So let's look at page 31, Victory Stance. It is important that you stand in your power and do not settle for energies that are not in alignment. It is healthy for you to stand your ground and be confident about the energy you desire for a healthy balance. Someone else may need to make adjustments to meet you at your energy frequency. So this is what the inside looks like here. They're just very short excerpts, and you can go through for messages on the daily or just specifically for love, whatever works for you. But it's a great little book and a really good price point, which I was hoping to bring through for clients, as the actual tarot deck that I've done is a much higher price point because it has the gold gilt here. Although I did do a separate deck on makeyourplayingcards.com. So there's two available, just so you know why there's a price difference. Okay, so stay focused on your dreams, right? This was a long dream of mine to publish a book, and it happened. There we go. Hasn't changed my life very much, but it is something that I am very proud of and excited to have out there in the world. So if you guys are thinking about something you want to bring through, keep on working on it, a little bit by bit. If you have an inspired idea, feel free to bring that through. You have the power and the capacity to do that. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into some messages. All right. So the first one that I was drawn to pull was from the Alana Fairchild White Light Oracle book. Let's see what message we have. Ooh. Okay, so here's a second number, 31. So if you guys can see 31, and I just flipped to 31 in the book. So there's a number that you might want to look up for numerology, see what that means, number 4 numerology, or 31 in number sequence, if you guys have been seeing a lot of number sequences lately. So this one, I don't know exactly how to pronounce it, but it's Shaktipat of Seahorse. So I'm going to read this one out, and we'll see what Alana Fairchild's guidance is. And then other than that, I don't think I'll be reading from any other books today. We'll just kind of go with the flow and see. So, okay. I think we're there. All right. As you embrace your inner essence, you will be at peace with who you are, including your vulnerability. This is a big one. I'm just going to excerpt. A lot of us, whether we thought we were emotionally available or not, have really been working on vulnerability and self-awareness, really looking at codependency, really looking at where we hold ourselves back subconsciously. And that's been coming up for quite a while. So it's so beautiful to be vulnerable and have these new boundaries and this new value of ourselves. So just know that a lot of others are working on this. Your soulmate, your person is also working on how to be vulnerable, how to communicate those emotions from a deeper space of truth rather than the place of fear and defense. So as you embrace your inner essence, you'll be at peace with who you are, including your vulnerability, and no longer see the need to conform to social ideals which have no true resonance for your heart. You are encouraged to trust your intuitive recognition of which environments and relationships harmonize well with you, supporting your spiritual growth and well-being on all levels. You have the innate capacity to manifest, relax, and you shall attract all you need. So you might have also felt or been guided to be in an energy of receptivity. And this is, taking action when you feel inspired to from your heart, your mind, your soul, and otherwise continuing to manifest and focusing on what you desire for yourself, desire for your life, and attracting that and believing in your power of attraction. Volatile or overly restless seas compromise the well-being of the seahorse. Such intensity drains their energy, forcing them to go against their natural, gentle way of being. They thrive in environments that are calm and accommodate their slow, graceful movements. Rather than aggressively hunting, seahorses patiently wait until what they need comes their way and then actively receive it. And that's something you might have asked yourself, okay, is waiting to receive passive? Well, if you're conscious that you're putting the energy out there and you're manifesting something to you, and you already are well versed in the masculine energy of going out there and getting it, that's more of like taking control, and you're learning more about the feminine, receiving and allowing the universe to bring to you by you actively manifesting, actively being willing to receive it. So you are learning the nuances of those energies when you're in your masculine, when you're in your feminine. Seahorse has a relationship of commensalism. I'm assuming that means, it works really well with these things, with seagrass and coral. Oh, here we go. Commensalism is the medicine of connection, protection, and stabilization. In such a relationship, we receive what we need without being parasitic. Oh, this is very interesting for any of you who have had codependency or had the empath narcissist dynamic in your relationships. because it's teaching you what you really need in terms of security and stabilization, versus that old energy of the ups and downs and the fears and the sabotage and the questioning, right? We intelligently seek out sources that naturally support us rather than attempting to manipulate someone or something to be other than what it is. In the case of the seahorse, as it hides from predators in the seagrass and steadies itself on coral, neither seagrass nor coral are harmed. So Spirit is reminding us too, if we've questioned, why have we maintained this integrity? Why are we kind? Why are we giving? Why are we evolving? Why are we always kind of looking for the quote unquote right outcome in terms of treating the universe or the environment well, people with kindness and compassion? And you might have asked yourself why. It does take a lot of energy. And so we see here again that there is this beautiful energy of symbiotic relationships here. So the symbiotic relationship of Seahorse and its helpful friends reflects the supportive nature of the relationship between soul and spirit. Spirit will provide whatever support the soul requires to thrive. In Greek myth, the seahorse, hippocampos, which translate as horse of the sea, known both as steeds of the gods and as benevolent creatures who prevented sailors from drowning or becoming lost at sea. Seahorses are a symbol of protection. They're about outmaneuvering negative forces and bringing grace and peace. So this should be a very high priority for you in whatever is coming towards you right now, is your peace. How much value does your peace of mind, peace of heart, peace of spirit have? Right? You've been through a lot. So if there's new relationships coming your way, if there's new job opportunities coming your way, new geographical locations, you're looking for this symbiotic relationship. You're looking for a place where you can cultivate peace of mind, where you can be in harmony with your friends, with your family, because you do have that choice, right? So Seahorse is our guardian when we are going through challenging times, especially on an emotional level. And this is a big one too. Your mental and emotional faculties will really have gone through an overhaul, depending on which one you were overly relying on. Whichever one you were overly relying on in the past 5-10 years, or maybe your whole life, that should have gotten a major overhaul in the last couple years. So Shaktiput is a transmission, and I'm sorry if I just butchered that, but is a transmission of grace. It is an enlightening gift of energy that enables mastery. Shaktipat of Seahorse empowers us to instinctively seek environments that are conducive to our well-being, rather than damaging ourselves by trying to adapt to external situations or societal values. It teaches that we are enough and we have the innate spiritual magnetism to attract what we need in our lives. We gravitate away from falsehood and toward authentic being. And you will probably have a better radar now of people who just want you to be a certain way for them. They might give you advice for them, and you might not have picked up on this in the past because you wanted to believe otherwise. But now you're seeing, and it could be family, it could be close friends that you've had for a while, but you've known for a while, or you've picked up on a few red flags of people who are influencing you perhaps to stay in the old, to stay in an outdated comfort zone, because it's not really comfortable, right? So now you're moving forward from falsehood or people who are being false around you. Named for its seahorse-like shape, the hippocampus is the neural center in the human brain. Yes, true. It helps us navigate our way in the world and find where we can thrive and best avoid negative influences. So we're still moving from survival to thriving, okay? That it's, you might be closer than you think to achieving what you set out to achieve in terms of your soul purpose, your spirit. It might not feel that way. I can say it doesn't feel that way. I mean, I published a book. I have a nice space to live in. I've done a lot of healing over the past 2 years, a lot of compassion, forgiveness, looking at myself in new ways, getting healthier, looking at myself and where I'm undisciplined and where my priorities don't match my actions. So, getting more exercise and really still working on that mental chatter, how I speak to myself. Does that align with how I want others to speak to me and communicate with me? So if you guys are there too, just know that that is a beautiful thing. Stay steady on that course. Each seahorse, I was going to say sword horse. Each seahorse has a unique coronet or crown on the top of its head. It is said that, like human fingerprints, no two are completely alike. This is so cool. This oracle assures you that your path and what supports you will be unique. If you attempt to fit into social constructs or cliques that don't reflect your essence, you will weaken yourself and become more susceptible to negativity. So if you have found that you're in a negative cycle, in victim mentality, believing that nothing is going your way, nothing is happening, it does suck. It can be connected to addictions. It can be connected to mental health issues. It can be connected to choosing distractions. However, there is a choice in how much you dive into that negative energy. On a basic level, there is a choice. If you are deep in addictions, then you may need to request external help and perhaps go to counseling and go for treatment, correct? But in general, we do have brains that are wired a certain way. So if you've had a really difficult 5 to 10 years, you're not going to expect amazing things. You might want it. You might be wishful for it. You might dream of it and call it in, but you're more than likely operating from that place of waiting for the shoe to drop. Okay, I want this, but it's never going to happen. So it's looking at those and being compassionate with yourself for that dialogue. It's there for a reason. Just like you develop protective measures in the past, you're still going to protect yourself in different ways, even if you are awake, even if you are aware, even if you are enlightened. There's totally 10 million different levels of spiritual awareness, right? So definitely just keep in mind some compassion and kindness with yourself for your journey at this point in how you see yourself and how you see others on this journey as well. And there was just 222 on this timestamp here. So when you are in your authenticity, much power and grace shall rally to support you. The world can seem unfriendly or unsupportive at times, but this oracle assures you that as you honor who you are, you will naturally find friends and attractive, supportive assistants to obtain all you need to thrive. Okay, so for me, I feel like I've been in hermit mode. I've really been quiet. I've been introspective. I haven't been willing to give away my energy very much, keeping to myself a fair bit. And even last year, last year I was out hiking and I was out doing all these things. I felt very active. I had a lot of energy to expend. And this year, not so much. But I can feel it starting to shift. Hey, Jocelyn, how you doing? So hopefully it's starting to shift for you guys too, where you're slowly opening up to maybe meeting new people, going on hikes, going on adventures, or say trying something new. These things hopefully will start opening up for you if that's what you want. If you're still in hermit mode and you want to stay there, that's totally amazing as well. But Spirit's saying the more you focus on your authenticity, the more that you focus on your harmony and symbiotic relationships, people who support you, people who elevate you, people who champion you, value themselves. Those are some key relationships that are going to be coming up here. Rather than, choosing friendships or staying in friendships where there's no real support system going on there, which means there's no security, there's no stability. And or you feel like you're the best of the best in an arrogant type of way with friends who are sort of beneath you. That's a kind of egotistic way of thinking, but sometimes people do that. And I don't think I'm talking to many people, but you might have done this in the past. So I'm just touching on that point just to remind you that you are moving in a new direction. You're moving into a place where you're okay with being around people who are vibing high, who are super successful in one form or another. Someone that you might envy even and go, whoa, like that's amazing that they've done this. And now you're not afraid to spend time with those people. Whereas before you might have felt like you weren't good enough or you were not adequate or something like that. So just know that you are evolving and shifting in a lot of different ways that are going to be coming out in your friendships and your connections. So here is a little healing process. Take a moment to place your hand on your heart and imagine, feel, intend, and desire to really connect to your true inner self. You can imagine going beneath the layers of your appearance and outer self into the inner realm of your soul. Say aloud, I trust in the uniqueness, sacred beauty, higher purpose, and perfect inner potential that I am. I surrender into the unconditionally loving acceptance that Spirit has for me and heed the encouragement to be my true self. I do not need to adapt, compromise, or alter myself to be like anyone else. My true nature is divinely designed, and I seek to cast off ego concepts like tattered old clothes, standing peaceful, luminous, and unshackled in my own true nature. From that place of truth, I feel connected in my heart. I can easily attract all I desire from this place of authenticity and integrity. May all beings know such peace, comfort, and love. So that's a really deep and powerful message. And I was really guided to use this deck today because, of course, as you guys are saying, I haven't been on for a while. I did go visit my family. I went for a road trip, which was fantastic. And I got to meet my new niece and nephew, and they were so cute. So that was a great little adventure for me. But like I said, I've been paying close attention to my energy and what's the best for me moving forward here. So I hope that message in particular resonated with you. Once again, there's that image if you want to look it up and read it for yourself. I'm sure that card is online somewhere. So number 31 in the White Light Oracle by Alana Fairchild. Okay, so just a couple other messages we have here. Then I'll do some private card pulls, and then that will be it. Okay, so, oh, this is so cute. My friend just posted that she found a frog in her sink the other day. So if you're watching this on a replay, then this is an extra message for you. Frog, prosperity. Let go of the past and embrace change. Opportunities are close at hand. This is what I was kind of inferring. This is a threshold again. The timing may be right this time for you to really find yourself in that flow of life. Hop into this new day with joy. Abundance and good fortune await you. So find your way to joy again. Find your way to abundance again. You can do this. You know, it's been a hard road. You've been through a lot. You've changed a lot. And there is prosperity here for you. There's a new route. There's a new path. And it does take you to think things through a little bit differently. Take some risks a little bit differently. So if you are enjoying this reading, if you guys can give me a thumbs up. And if you want to, comment there, let me know. But it does help the community. And of course, it helps me grow the channel. So frog, prosperity, abundance, that is something really beautiful. And of course, frogs are very close to frequency and vibration. They are also amphibians. So we have land and water energies happening here. So emotions and stability. So stabilizing the emotions as we move forward. We also have moving forward. So Spirit is really just get ready for positive change here. And we have the polar bear medicine with a very, very powerful looking goddess. Looks like an ice queen here if we think about the polar bear and the landscape here. So this is Queen of Air. Get ready to move forward. This means make sure that you have your emotions in check. This means making sure you have your mind in check. So if both are at a neutral, peaceful place, then you should be able to handle with integrity these new opportunities coming your way, or action taken your way, communication sent to you, or new friends or soulmates or lovers or past people coming forward. So get ready for positive change, move forward. And remember, this also said, let go of the past and embrace change. The seahorse was all about embracing, harmonizing, symbiotic relationships. So making sure that you are choosing environments that serve you the best. Okay, so this is a very integral, pivotal point that you have done a lot of work towards where you get to say yes or no to people, places, things, jobs, locations, opportunities, based on how you want to be treated, based on how you want to be in this world. So get ready to move forward, because Spirit is bringing prosperity to you, bringing a soulmate to you, bringing new opportunities, new adventures. So keep that energy open, flowing to receiving. If you find your heart closing down, shutting down, do meditation, go into nature, remember who you are, right? If you just got too much noise in your mental chatter, remember who you are. If you have a choice between limited perspective, limited thinking, that's not going to work, that's going to fail, I'm going to be rejected, or you have that could work, that could succeed, I'm going to do it anyways. This is what I want. This is what my heart is telling me. This is what my mind is telling me. I'm going to go for it. If you have a choice, maybe take the risk and go for the one where, there could be success. So we also have dance. Do something to shift your vibration. So back to the frog medicine here. If you know you're moving forward, if you know opportunity is here, if you know you are on a threshold, if you know you have changed, you know what you want, this is where it's just about maintaining a vibration that is actively manifesting, even if you're just open to receiving. That is an active use of your energy. If you're aware that you're consciously manifesting a new job, or you're consciously manifesting your love, your partner to you, you're putting out that energy. They're already here. They're on the doorstep. They're conducting the email. They're getting ready to message you. You're on their mind. They're on your mind. Dance, free up that energy, move that energy. If you can't create movement in the exterior right this minute, you can move yourself. You can move your mind. You can move your body. You can write. You can journal. You can exercise. Find a way to move your energy from within. Okay. So we're kind of warding off any stagnancy here and choosing to move in that new direction. Let's shift, let's move, let's dance, let's flow, okay? Yes. I'm so excited for you, Jocelyn, with that. And we have boundaries. So where do you need to establish better boundaries? So this one is something that I, didn't come up very strongly in the reading, but the seahorse did talk about that. It's reminding you, once again, with all of these new opportunities, the floodgates, tongue twister, might fly open, and you'll have tons of opportunities coming at you, whereas you've been stagnant and like, what the fuck is happening? So be aware, it's up to you to choose what you let in. Okay, so that's a big one here. Even if 100 people come forward to you and nobody had come forward before, it's still up to you to discern who you're going to allow in your life, and or what job you're going to choose, or what location you're going to take a risk and travel to, right? So this is very exciting. Just remember your boundaries and take a short hot minute, when you're dancing or when you're out in nature, or when you're exercising, and kind of just check in with yourself. Are my boundaries good? Like, are they excessive? Do I have too much protection around my heart? Am I open to receiving? Are there people that are taking too much or not being reciprocal in their energies? Are there energies that are not symbiotic? And where are the energies where there are, like minds, where there is champion, like people are excited for you, happy for you when you hit a goal, right? So who's happy for me that I wrote a book? Who supported me if they could, just by saying congratulations or whatnot? And who is secretly going, that bitch, why did she do that and I haven't done this? Or with that energy of like that cantankerous energy. Who, right? Like, it's up to you to pay attention to what's being said and what's not being said, and just to subtly, connect in with who really is happy for you and who is not. because that does show a fair bit of energy and information, and it mostly reflects where they're at, right? It's not a reflection on you. But it's good for you to know who's really in your corner and who's just pretending to be. So we also have pose brave flight. You will not let fear stop you this time, resonating to the number 8. So there is this new venture on the horizon, and there's a situation in your past where you did choose fear. So you know, your body, your soul, your mind, because of all of your experiences, disappointment, betrayal, setbacks, you know, it was a natural part of your evolution, but fear was chosen. So there was too much trepidation, too much fear, which leads to doubt. And doubt can kill beautiful things, right? It can kill your drive to achieve your dreams. It can ruin your motivation and confidence to go towards a love interest and say, hey, I have feelings for you. I love you. Do you want to go on a date with me? Do you want to reconnect? Do you want to go out and try this or whatnot, right? If you don't have that courage and that inner confidence, that fear, that doubt will cripple your energy. And so if you have done that in the past, now through karmic energies, lessons, you perhaps have a different view of things and of yourself. So moving forward, you know, there's going to be opportunities where, once again, you get to choose. Are you going to operate from a place of fear, or are you going to operate from a place of confidence? So very, very interesting reading here. And I love it because it's a little bit of everything, but it's also just a gentle reminder that the wheel is turning. We are moving forward. And it's time to continue to be courageous again. And maybe when you made decisions in the past out of fear or wounding, or you just weren't in the right place, now you're going to be in the right place with a strong foundation, strong mindset, strong heart, strong spirit, and you're ready. Okay? So beautiful messages here. I am going to pull a card for Stacy before I forget. And I'll pull from my Shadow Fantasy Oracle. Once again, those are online, makeplayingcards.com. And so, Stacy, this message is going to be for you. If you are watching live right now and you'd like reading, I just do a card pull here. Just put yes, please, or yes, I'd like a card, or, you know, whatever. Let me know you'd like a card and I will pull one for you. Okay. So, Stacy, magical events. So this one is indicating here that you might have been questioning, okay, is life still magical? Is there still something special that can come forward in my life where I am really like floored or flabbergasted in terms of the synchronicity, the timing? You might just need to be reminded that miracles exist in the world again, because man, going through a global pandemic, we've got a lot of fires happening. This personal transformation has been grueling. I don't know about you guys. You might have flown through it and be in a totally different level, but still resonating with some of these messages because our hearts and souls might be aligned here, or we might have known each other in past lives, or we're meeting up here in the future, right? Like there's a connection here where we're aligning, refocusing, and our paths are going to be crossing soon. So, magical events, Stacy, there's going to be something divinely guided and heading your way, which should help you believe again in magic, help you believe in those, just those moments where you're like, wow, that was definitely something outside of myself. That was definitely the universe conspiring for me. So you have this to look forward to, or a magical event might have already happened. So this is actually just confirmation. Yes, that was divinely guided. All right. So, Okay. Kathy. Sorry, I was just reading everything. All right. And what are you guys going to do after? I'm going to go for a swim. I'm going to take George for a little drive and go for a swim. Okay, Kathy, this one is for you. Woo! Galactic Council. Okay, so now this one includes a lot of different energies. So this could be Sirian, it could be Arcturian, it could be connected to Blu-ray, it could be Orion. But you right now are connecting to a different level of guide. So what I'm seeing in terms of a hierarchy here is you might not be so connected at this very moment to angels because they're more connected to the earth realm, or your ancestors because they're also more connected to the earth realm. You're actually connecting to Galactic Council here. So these are very high energy beings. They have very high healing capacity. They also have a lot of, they don't want me to say divine knowledge. It's almost like knowledge that surpasses just the Earth's history. So when we think about our psychic energy, when we think about Akashic records, in general, we're talking about Earth records, right? And when we talk about whales being record keepers, the record keepers of your soul and energies on Earth. So there's something here for you in terms of looking at the stars at night. I know it's a little bit hard with the smoke right now. Maybe even connecting in with constellations that you're attracted to. But if you are meditating and if you're dreaming, this energy might come through in dreamscape. I'm maybe even seeing like persons dressed in cloaks, maybe like a hood. But you might have people, beings, they're like, nah, beings visiting you in your dreams here. And they have special messages for you in your journey here, information on your journey, also information on healing. So the Galactic Council is connecting with you at this time. And they, like I said, they're very, very high beings, and they're not just concerned with the earth realm here. There's a lot more to it than that. So Sally, let's see what messages are coming through for you today. Woo, and there's a lot of psychic energy around you right now, Sally. You can just feel it. Like you're either thinking about a lot, because I'm here, hold on. I'm just going to detach a little bit from your energy for a second. Okay, so you're either in your head, like thinking about a choice or a decision, or alternatively, you might be really excited about something. I can't quite tell exactly which one it is, but I feel like either that is happening now or you're just going to be coming into that. But let's see what this is. Protected. So there's something new coming in here for you, or you're wondering if you should jump into a relationship or an opportunity here. I think, and you're wondering, like, is this divinely guided? Am I protected in this? Maybe will I get heartbroken again? This one is saying, I think that, don't err so much on the side of caution that you don't even give it a try. That's the kind of energy I'm getting here. So if you're overthinking something, come back to yourself, center yourself, and go, okay, like, am I making this decision based on fear? Like thinking about this pose, brave flight. Are my boundaries in place? Are they in check? Okay, am I looking at symbiotic relationships here? Does this relationship, does this move work with how I see myself right now and where I'm going? So that definitely comes through here. I'm also looking at her body language, which is kind of like protecting herself. So that is just another reminder here that if you do have your heart very much guarded, and I was actually thinking about this myself this morning, I said to myself, okay, well, yes, I am open to relationship. Yes, I'm open to communication. Yes, I'm open to talking to anyone, really. This could be past individuals from my life, could be new individuals from my life. I have this feeling of openness right now. But I was also checking in with myself because I'm like, yes, I am a little bit guarded or cautious, and that's totally okay. So for you and myself, there is this energy of prepare. We're moving forward. So just know you can use your boundaries instead of having a wall, right? So it's just a message of checking in with your boundaries and knowing that that's a really healthy way of discerning energies around you. We don't need a wall. We don't need barbed wire. We are safe. We are protected. We can actually take risks again. We can actually try out new love. We can try out even old love, but in new ways. So if it is new, if it is in harmony, if it's in integrity, we can choose that. We get the choice. So that is the message I get for you, Sally. And then Jocelyn, I think that's a yes. All right. So, there we go. You have seeing truth. So this is owl medicine. So there is something that you are seeing in the outer world and or within yourself where you're really, there were illusions. It was like someone was trying to put the wool over your eyes and you are just like, I see you kind of like Neo in the Matrix where the bullets are flying at him and you're just like, no. Doosh. Like you have a really no fucking nonsense, no bullshit attitude. You are looking at the truth. There are no rose-colored glasses here. And I don't mean that in like you're looking at things negatively or anything like that. You are simply looking at it with a balanced mind and a balanced heart and using your intuition to discern. So you're going, this is what it is. This is what it is. And I'm going to trust my intuition on that until I'm shown differently. This is what it is. And you're moving forward with that. So you're actually in a very powerful place in terms of your inner sight, your inner guidance. And if you were wondering, like if you had asked a question, because I see you asking a question and this is your answer, Spirit is saying, you were asking about something or someone in particular. So something was hidden from you, and now you see the truth. So yes, there was an illusion there, and now you see the truth for what it is. So Teresa, the humming in the ear definitely would be, I would say, galactic energies. It's maybe they're tuning in or they're trying to catch you on a frequency. So pay attention to what dims your energy. Could be certain foods, could be certain television shows, could be certain people. Stay away from those people. I'm talking to Kathy. And then hopefully that ringing will come through as a message. Okay, so Teresa. Woo, omens. All right. I always love this one. So pretty. So pay attention. And there is a hawk in the background here flying across the moon. So Spirit is saying it's coming through for you and giving you omens. And now omens are a little bit different than messages in general. And I guess it's a very subtle difference, but it's almost like this is something that resonates particularly for you. So if you in the past, say, had something happen, when you saw a hawk or when you saw an owl or something, because those are two birds that have just come up. And they meant something for you in the past. This energy is kind of saying that, you pay attention to those omens. There's a specific meaning to you, or someone is sending you an omen or a message. So that is your message there, Teresa. So I hope everyone that wanted a message has received one today. I was sending so much love out to you guys. I hope you guys are feeling like the energy is shifting. You are on the threshold of change and something amazing is coming your way. Whether it's a person, a friend, a situation, I hope that you stay optimistic and move forward with confidence there. All right, you guys, take care. I hope you have a lovely evening. Hopefully I'll be back on this weekend and I will catch up with you soon. Also, I am going to be trying to post more on TikTok, so you can follow me there, Mollie Kindred Soul Guide. I did a little reading this morning, so if you want to find it, you know where to go. All right, ciao for now. Bye. Much love.